Hi, so this week we're talking about counselor competency and wellness. So I'm from Virginia, so I looked up the Virginia Board of Counseling case decisions from the last 90 days. So since it only shows the last 90 days, there weren't a ton to look at. But one of the most common reasons that I saw that a license was either suspended, revoked, or had terms placed on it was either failure to pay or making a faulty payment. So this is something that's so easy to happen. You get overwhelmed, you've got a million things going on, and you just forget this one-time payment, but there goes your license, and it can have such a huge impact on your career, and then your life overall. So it's so important that counselors take the time to take care of themselves so that they're not becoming overwhelmed and burned out. Some of the other reasons that I saw that counselors' licenses were revoked and suspended were that the counselor engaged in inappropriate sexual relationships with clients, and that the counselors shared information about clients to significant others, family, and friends. So this is huge. We've been talking about confidentiality all semester, and it's so easy to do. To just maybe give a little more information than you realize you're giving if you're not taking care of yourself. So I know that we all want to go home after work sometimes and share stories about what happened, but as counselors, we have to be really careful about exactly what information we're sharing so that our clients can't be identified. It's one thing to maybe tell a funny story, and it's another to give a lot of a client's background and trauma history. But it's so easy to do if you're just kind of, maybe if you come home, you've had a really overwhelming session and you just want to share that with someone. So it's so important that counselors take the time to take care of themselves so that they don't feel that way. I can just imagine that counselor probably didn't mean to go home and, give their significant other all of this information about a client. They were probably just feeling overwhelmed or had a long, stressful day and were maybe feeling a little burned out. So ways to prevent this are just to take care of yourself. Do something that you enjoy, that relieves stress for you, whether that's, going to the gym, reading, doing a puzzle, whatever that may be. The ACA Code of Ethics says that it is a counselor's responsibility to monitor themselves for impairment and to get help if they have problems arise, and that it's their responsibility to pull back if these problems are affecting them professionally. The ACA encourages counselors to talk to supervisors and other colleagues to make sure that they, can pull back with their clients still being taken care of, and to make sure that they're getting the help that they need. With what counselors do, talking to others and kind of taking on so many of other people's trauma, it's impossible not to at some point in your career feel a little burned out or compassion fatigue. So it's so important that counselors take the time to take care of themselves before they get to this point and before it impacts their clients.